He wasn't a king, he wasn't a warrior, and yet he built an empire that changed history.
Chanakya taught me not to react.
The time when he was humiliated in the Magad court.
All the education is useless without real world exposure. 10 years, 20 years down the line, somebody else might come. That time I have to be prepared.
How can one person win half the kingdom without even starting the war?
Chanakya used that corrupt system to overthrow Danda. Very few people know about the book Arthashastra. Arthashastra is not one book.
But the concept of Sam, Dam, Danda, Bheda is invented by Arya Chanakya. He wasn't a king, he wasn't a warrior, and yet he built an empire that changed history. His name was Arya Chanakya. In a world where very few people think strategically, he was the one to see the future and act upon it. And in today's episode, we are going to dive exactly into that. To have this conversation, we have Prasad Ranade, who is the author of the book Chanakya's Way, Ancient Indian Intelligence for Modern Day Management. And we are going to talk about a lot more into his leadership lessons, which are relevant even in today's management. So, hello Prasad sir, how are you doing today?
Good, I'm very fine. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, sir. I'm pretty excited to have you on the podcast. So, firstly, thank you so much.
Same here.
For taking out your valuable time. It's really an honor to meet you today.
Yeah.
Coming to the part where I have just given a very short and crisp introduction of yours, right? अगर आप अपने बारे में थोड़ा और brief introduction हमारे listeners को देना चाहे, that would be pretty amazing.
Okay, so this is Prasad Ranade. I have been in banking industry for almost 40 years now. Worked with various banks in various departments like retail banking, corporate banking, and I have been an avid leader since my childhood.
Right.
During COVID time, I started reading again, and I came across this book about Arya Chanakya, and it really, attracted me. What is this all about? I went on reading. Right. I read a lot of books, and then finally I thought I am not an author. This is my maiden book, first book.
Of course, yeah.
But I read so many books, and I saw that there aren't many books who talk about Arya Chanakya's principles. He has written some 2,300 years ago, and how they are still relevant in today's leadership, management, corporate life.
Right.
So that was the time I started kind of mapping his principles with today's corporate life. And that is how it started, and finally I ended up writing a book on Arya Chanakya and his relevance of his principles with modern management and leadership.
That's really amazing, and I'm sure मैं एक follow-up question है सिर्फ कि because most of the Chanakya's principle are taken from Arthashastras.
Yes.
So, have you read Arthashastras as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
This book, my book Chanakya's Way, is 100% based on Arthashastra.
Wow.
100%.
And personally, I have read your book, so I completely am aware about it. Guys, if you want to hear the audiobook of Arya Chanakya, of this amazing book that is there, you will find it on Storytel, and you will find the familiar voice of this podcast host as well. So just wanted to let you know that I do that as well. Coming back to you, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction. Sir, let's dive straight into it, okay? Because this is something which is completely new for me as well. And reading about Arya Chanakya, I would have never read it at the first place अगर मैं ये ऑडियो बुक नहीं करता. Okay.
True.
So, and it changed a lot of perspectives in life as well, in general, and in also leadership. Okay. तो सबसे पहली चीज तो मैं आपसे यही पूछना चाहूँगा, you are a leader yourself. Okay. Like first, when we first met, you were already an AVP. Now you are a DVP, and you are already at a leadership position.
Yeah.
After reading about Chanakya's principles, have you changed a bit in your approach of leadership, or and what was that one thing that you changed about your leadership as well?
Well, yes, definitely. Uh, the Arthashastra actually influenced me in my life,
Okay.
my decision making.
Okay.
Uh, most of us, most of the time, we react to things. And that is how we are brought up. We have learned from our childhood that every action has a reaction.
Exactly.
So we react to things.
Right.
Chanakya taught me not to react, but to pause, think about tomorrow, think about the future before taking any decision, before reacting to any situation.
Right.
That is one thing, and that helped me in my career also. That helped me a lot. The decisions which I used to take before and the decisions which I take now are totally different.
That's beautiful. Also, one more thing about a leader, and one more thing about Arya Chanakya. He chose Chandragupta Maurya, okay, because he was moldable. He was not
Yes.
talented. That's what the Chanakya principle states, that he was not talented, but he was moldable. And for that reason, Arya Chanakya chose him to rule the entire,
Correct.
Magad. When we see in today's world, okay, most of the job selections are done based on CVs and degrees
Correct.
that people have.
Yes.
Right? What would you like to say about that?
Today's recruitment happens basis past performance. And Chanakya, as I told you, always thought about tomorrow, the future.
Right.
He saw a king in Chandragupta.
Right.
He was a normal child playing with his friends, and he could see the leadership qualities in Chandragupta.
Right.
He also saw, he spoke to him, he questioned him, he waited for his answers, and he realized that this person, of course, has a talent. He has inborn leadership talent, but at the same time, he is moldable. At the same time, he is willing to learn.
Right.
At the same time, he is willing to, erase his past, forget about his old habits, and cultivate new habits, new skill sets.
Right.
There, Chanakya found a leader. He saw a king in that boy, which nobody else had seen. So that is how he always thought about future, and our current recruitment is about past performance.
About past performances.
That is a very big difference.
Of course. That's really well said, sir. एक और इसके ऊपर मेरा follow-up question है, okay? क्योंकि as a great leader, we should be looking for someone who is moldable. But you see that before becoming a great leader, you first have to follow a great leader as well. आज की डेट में हम लीडर्स की बात सुनते ज़रूर है, शायद फॉलो नहीं कर पाते, राइट? तो वो मोल्डेबल क्वालिटीज जो है, ओके, एज अ फ्रेशर इन द इंडस्ट्री और इन एनी इंडस्ट्री, आई वुड से, हाउ इम्पॉर्टेंट इट इज फॉर अ न्यू कमर टू बी मोल्डेबल, to be able to learn things which is being taught to him or her.
Extremely important. I mean, you finish your degree or management degree and you join some place. So there your real world exposure starts. All the education is useless without real world exposure. You need to have real world exposure, and real world exposure teaches you a lot of things.
Right.
Some people become part of that teaching. So if you are willing to learn, if you are willing to be taught, you can make a great career.
Right.
If you are rigid, not ready to change, you will have a mediocre life.
Right. That's really amazing. And that's right there, audience, is a lot of insights for you guys as well. So make sure to share it with someone who needs it. And also, as I always say on every podcast of mine, make sure that you are sitting with a book and a pen, because this podcast is for intentional learning, and that is what we are doing over here. Coming back to you, sir. Sir, one more thing that I want to dig into, and that is about the beautiful examples or the practical world examples that you have given in the book as well. One of my favorite is about Blockbuster but versus the Netflix. Okay, that is one of my favorite example from the book as well. However, okay, if we look at Chanakya's life, or Arya Chanakya's life in particular, what do you think that he also made sure to see the future, okay, after the time when he was humiliated in the Magad court?
Chanakya was never behind personal gains.
Right.
He was a teacher. He was a very, very sharp student. He was an authority on politics, that is political science, astrology. He was very good in legal studies,
Right.
and so many other subjects also. So he was a teacher in Takshashila
Right.
and had no political ambition. But when Alexander came to India, Chanakya was the first one to coin the term Bharatvarsha. He
Right.
thought about the entire country.
Yes.
Whereas there were kings, small Janapadas, that is
Yes.
countries, small countries, who were not in a position to fight with a huge army of Alexander.
Right.
So for Chanakya, nothing changed actually. But he was very upset because somebody is invading my country and my people are not able to, defeat him. So he started to talk to various kings. Finally, he came to a point, he understood that it is the Patliputra who has to be contacted, Magad. Patliputra was the capital city. Magad
Yes.
was the kingdom.
And Nanda dynasty.
Nanda
was
dynasty.
Yep.
There he was insulted
Hmm.
because Magadha's army that time was 10 times bigger than Alexander.
Hmm.
So nobody had even thought that Alexander could defeat Magadha. Of course, things changed that time when Alexander went back to Greece.
Right.
But he was insulted, and that time Chanakya's thought process was, if today Alexander has come with huge army, maybe 10 years, 20 years down the line, somebody else might come. That time I have to be prepared. So he was thinking not about just today, he was even then thinking about the future. He didn't take that insult personally. Instead, he used that, as I told you, he didn't react. He paused, he thought, what has to be done? What is it that I want? Where do I want to reach? Where do I want to take my country? And he started working on a plan.
Right.
And the plan was to create a huge kingdom which nobody could invade. And started working on the plan. He was actually looking for some good candidate for the position of king for 2 years. After 2 years, he found Chandragupta. So he didn't react to his insult. Typically, what we do is we react. He didn't react, and he made that changed that insult into a design in a proper strategy and a plan.
Wow, that's just beautiful. And looking at how you are telling this story is something makes me feel as well that you are deeply into the subject, and you just want to brought these things out there, and that's really amazing. If I may ask one more follow-up question to that, because you said that the Magad's army was really big, okay, and it was the wealthiest kingdom during that time as well, during the Nanda dynasty.
Yes.
Right. He was it was one of the wealthiest dynasty, one of the wealthiest city. It was closest to the river as well, so normally there are minerals and coins and everything which was very easily available. and it was also a trade capital for many of the Janapads, right over
Janapads.
there. What do you feel that, Arya Chanakya defeated the Magad's army and took control over there? And what else might have defeated them, this huge army and the wealthiest city in the world during that time?
Whatever I'm going to talk now, you can compare it with today's modern
I
world
will.
also. You can
I
compare
will.
it with some countries. Magad was huge, huge, financially, military-wise, but there was a lot of corruption. The Nanda, he had inherited the kingdom
Okay.
from his forefathers.
Right.
He was completely dependent on his ministers. He had many vices. The bureaucracy then was completely corrupt. The empire was rotting kind of.
Okay.
And these are the patterns which
Arya
Chanakya
identified. Okay.
And he felt the need that this dynasty has to go and some powerful, some person with character and integrity has to be there in that place.
Right.
That is how he started planning. So he could identify those patterns. He could see that these are the things that is going on. This dynasty may collapse, and if we are not ready, another
Invasion might come.
strong king is not ready.
Right.
That would have been a big challenge for the entire Bharatvarsha.
Right.
So that was necessary. It was not his personal gain. It was for the country, for the Bharatvarsha.
And that's how corruption acts like those white ants.
Yes.
जो अंदर ही अंदर पूरे डायनेस्टी को खुरेदते रहता है. So that was really well said. Coming to the point where corruption is, of course, acting like a white ant, but at the same time, okay, Chanakya was preparing in a way, okay, that half of the kingdom was already won before they started the war.
Yes.
Okay. I would like if you can shed some light on that as well. Like, how can one person win half the kingdom without even starting the war?
In fact, there was no war
Okay.
because the system was corrupt.
Huh.
Chanakya used that corrupt system to overthrow Nanda. See, now we have to come back, before answering further, we have to come back to the book Arthashastra.
Right.
Very few people know about the book Arthashastra.
Right.
Arthashastra is not one book. It is a set of 15 books divided into almost 250 chapters and around 6,000 verses or shlokas. Now Chanakya has never claimed that he has written that book. He has read so many books of other scholars and compiled that. Okay? And Arthashastra talks about each and everything like public administration, legal system, foreign policy, taxation. You think about, he has written in Arthashastra about divorce. That time, 2300 years ago. Can a widow remarry? He has written that.
Right.
He has written about gambling and prostitution also in that book. See, anything you can think about now also, he has set rules some 2300 years ago.
Right.
And why I mentioned this is, before overthrowing Nanda, he created that system. So he didn't want to repeat the mistakes which Nanda made. Right. He didn't want a corrupt bureaucracy. The kind of spy network which Chanakya had developed is unparalleled. You can't even think about it. He had spies on the bureaucrats also.
Okay.
Okay, if everybody knew. I mean, the government and the ministry knew if Mr. X is getting X salary, how much wealth he can have. That time there were no stock markets.
Right.
There was no drugs business. So you can have X plus wealth. If somebody is having wealth much more than that, there were spies, there was reporting. Every spy had a proper boss officer.
Right.
And reporting used to happen. So he didn't want that bureaucracy, because corrupt bureaucracy is like dimag lagna.
Correct.
White ants.
Correct.
So he was ready with a plan, with a strategy, with the infrastructure, with a public infrastructure, legal network, and then he overthrew the Nanda. So that is the genius of Arya Chanakya.
Right. And there is one more method of punishing, or I don't know how it is, but the concept of Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed is invented by Arya Chanakya. अगर आप उसके बारे में अगर आप कुछ थोड़ा बोलिए तो what exactly is Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed?
Okay.
And how he applied it?
See, he has been applying this throughout his life.
Right.
Okay. Sama, Dama, Danda, Bhed is a four-point system for getting what is required to be done, for achieving something for the benefit of the kingdom or the country. Chanakya always thought about yogakshema. Okay, that is the welfare of the people, welfare of the citizens.
Right.
LIC has that their yogakshemam vahamyam.
Yes.
So yogakshema was always in his mind. Every action he had yogakshema behind his every decision. So Samadama Dandaved is the formula for getting what you want. Sam is dialogue, talking to people, trying to convince. Then comes Dama. Dama is like incentivize people, reward people. If Sam fails, you go to Dama. And actually the sequence should be Sama, Dama, Bheda, Danda.
Okay.
But everywhere it is written as Sama, Dama, Danda, so I followed that sequence.
Right.
Then comes the Bheda. If Sam and Dam doesn't work, then you use Bheda. That is confusion in the mind of the people, break the enemy. Two brothers, they will fight with each other. That is Bheda. And then Danda. If nothing works, then punishment, consequences, discipline. If you want, I can, give some modern day examples.
Please. Yes, sir.
How it should be used.
Of course.
So in corporate life, I think people working in corporate would relate to this. So some real good employee of your company has resigned. Okay. So how would the boss and the HR would react to it? Okay. First will be Sama. They will try to persuade him.
Right.
Gary, why do you want to learn?
You are like a family.
You are like a family. You have a great career opportunities here also.
Right.
We are growing, etc., etc.
Yeah.
That is Sama. Trying to having dialogue with him, persuade him.
Correct.
That doesn't work. Then Dama. Then today's HR will say, okay, we will match the salary. Whatever offer you have got, we will match the salary. That also doesn't. We'll better it. We'll give you incentive. Maybe next year we'll definitely think about your promotion.
Of course.
Typical examples.
Yes.
Sama, Dama.
Yeah.
Then Bheda. That also doesn't work. Somebody says, no, I have told them yes, I have committed. I cannot go back on my word. I'll join there only. Then comes Bheda, trying to confuse him. Arey, you have a great career here also. Why do you want to join some other company? See, you do not know what kind of company it is. It is a startup, right? Just 5 years old. There are so many startups. We are established. We are here for last 20, 25 years, 50 years. This is a startup, 5-year-old. You do not know how long it will survive. Maybe there is so much competition in the market.
Right.
Are you 100% sure? Do you really feel this will be a
Good
very
decision,
successful?
yeah.
Do you think you have taken good decision?
Right.
Bheda. trying to confuse the person. And that also doesn't beat. Then Danda, punishment, discipline, consequences, actions. So we have seen last year's audit report. There were a lot of observations about your department.
Right.
You remember?
That's another way of doing it. Okay, now you don't resign. We are ready to forget about that.
The company hasn't taken any action on it, but companies still can take the action.
Exactly.
See, you will have to face that disciplinary action. I don't know whether you would be able to join that company before the 90 days period or whatever is there.
Right.
That may get extended, and this has happened with me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In one of the banks, I resigned, and I had just 10 days before I was to be relieved. The bank started the audit, big audit.
Okay.
Which that. So this also happens. That is the Danda. So 1 of 4 works.
Okay.
1 of 4 works. That is how. This is the modern day example. I don't know. I mean, I think people would relate to this example.
I am sure they will. Wow, that was pretty impressive. So there is one more question that I would like to ask, और ये काफ़ी अच्छा क्वेश्चन हो सकता है मेरे हिसाब से. अगर आज की डेट में पॉलिटिकली अगर कोई क्लोज है आर्य चाणक्य के या उनके प्रिंसिपल्स से, whom do you think will be that figure, political figure?
Can I 2-3 example this?
Please, yes, please.
First was Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
Of course.
300 years back, 400 years back.
Right.
Every action, उनका हर एक्शन चाणक्य का प्रिंसिपल है.
Okay.
Maybe gorilla war, maybe अफजल खान को मिलने गए तो कहाँ मिले, उसको अपने टेरिटरी में लेके आए जहाँ पे वो ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर. सो वन वॉज छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज. सेकंड, डेफिनेटली विदाउट अ डाउट नरेंद्र मोदी, our PM.
Of course.
Every principle in my book, वो उन्होंने ऑलरेडी अप्लाई कर दिया है.
Okay. Amazing.
See, if you talk about foresight, he has foresight in so many things. But Jan Dhan, that account, योजना, account, लोग मतलब समझ में नहीं आ रहा था लोगों को कि ये क्या है, जीरो बैलेंस वाला अकाउंट. बैंकर्स वेयर नॉट हैप्पी. इतना काम करना पड़ेगा जीरो बैलेंस अकाउंट्स के लिए. बट बाद में जब सब्सिडीज सब डायरेक्टली अकाउंट में जाने लगी, तो वो पैसा एक्चुअली जिसे मिलना चाहिए था उसके हाथ में पहुंचने लगा, जो पहले नहीं पहुंचता था.
राइट.
फॉरेन पॉलिसी, लीडरशिप, the kind of leaders or the ministers which Narendra Modi has selected, amazing. Right. Somebody like Dr. S. Jaishankar.
I'm a big fan of him.
Of course. So, identified good people, giving them free hand, ये सब leadership है ना. चाणक्य का almost every principle, Mr. Modi, अभी we don't really understand many times the logic behind his decisions. We come to know 2 months, 3 months down the line कि why he took that decision 3 months back, 3 months ago.
Right.
So 100% Mr. Modi. Maharashtra में देवेंद्र फडणवीस.
Of course. Yes.
So, amazing, the kind of own spy network he has. We don't know. Amazing.
Okay. That's pretty amazing. And I'm definitely, going to read the book again now. Already I've read it 3 times, but now I feel I have to read one more time as well. But very well said. And of course, थोड़ा अर्थशास्त्र पढ़ना भी अभी start करना पड़ेगा, because this is something interesting.
One more thing about Narendra Modi, like Chandragupta Maurya, उसको on the field experience मिला, real life experiences. जो नरेंद्र मोदी ने आरएसएस का प्रचारक होते टाइम पूरे इंडिया घूमे हैं, बहुत सारे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में ही हैज वर्कड एज अ प्रचारक. सो उनका कॉमन लोगों के साथ जो कनेक्ट है वो आज के डेट में बहुत कम लीडर्स के साथ पास है. इतना इजीली वो कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं, मन की बात हो कहीं पे भी हो, इतना इजीली वो कनेक्ट हो जाते हैं ना लोगों के साथ. दैट मेक्स हिम अ वेरी बिग लीडर. दैट ऑल्सो.
Very nice, sir. And these are some great insights. Coming back to Arya Chanakya, okay. मैं ये पूछना चाहूँगा कि अगर आज की डेट में आर्य चाणक्य कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में जाएंगे, what would be the most disappointing factor for him? कि जब वो कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस में जाएंगे और एक चीज़ देखेंगे, उसको देख के उन्हें बहुत दुख होगा.
If I have to tell, there are so many, but if I have to tell one,
You can
it
tell
will
5,
be,
sir.
No, one is short-term benefits.
Okay.
Everybody is thinking about his month-end targets. And he is ready to do anything for that month-end targets.
Right.
Particularly in banks, they arrange, talk to people for their targets, mutual fund lao, ye karo, wo karo. In many cases, I have seen the mutual fund that they have sold is not performing at all. People lose their money. Short-term thinking, you can never become a great leader by short-term thinking. Short-term benefits is one thing that will disappoint Chanakya.
Wow.
Weak systems.
Of course. And Arya Chanakya really believed in the systems rather than the persons.
Yes.
Right? That's right. Tell me one more thing about his system, which he had built, which outlasted the history, I would say. अगर ऐसा कोई सिस्टम आपको लगता है कि जो वीक है इन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड टुडे, तो ऐसी एक कौन सी चीज़ होगी आपके हिसाब से?
See, so many things there, but again and again I'm coming back to weak systems only.
Yeah.
We have computers, we have IT, big IT companies that develop good systems, IT systems. But जो actual में system होना चाहिए, उस पे that is neglected. Loyalty को ज़्यादा importance है ना कि performance पे, बहुत जगह पे. Person specific decisions ज़्यादा होते हैं. एक कंपनी का बॉस इन द सेंस एट एनी लेवल इज थिंकिंग अबाउट हिमसेल्फ ओनली, नॉट द लार्जर पिक्चर ऑफ द कंपनी. दिस इज हैपनिंग अक्रॉस. एवरीबडी इज फोकस्ड अबाउट माई टारगेट्स, माई करियर. ऐसे केसेस में कंपनीज का ग्रोथ भी, अभी एक बैंक का आया है कि 31 मार्च को विंडो ड्रेसिंग इतना करते हैं कंपनीज. Why do you want to do that? Window dressing for one day, 31st March. ये sustain नहीं होता है. See, these are not the things which will sustain. So, weak systems, person specific behavior. ये दो चीजें which are really killing some of our corporates or companies.
Okay, that's really wonderfully said. अभी मैं ये इसलिए बताता हूँ कि why I asked these two questions. What did Arya Chanakya did कि जिससे ये चीज़ें नहीं हो पा रही थी when he was the leader back then, okay, in the Magad, okay, जहाँ पे चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य was the king and he was the leader. ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें थी जो तब लोगों को पर्सन स्पेसिफिक नहीं बनाता था? जो सिस्टम्स जो उन्होंने बनाई थी वो ज़्यादातर ऐसी थी कि वो सब लोग एक साथ किंगडम कैसे आगे बढ़े उसके बारे में सोचते थे और ना कि पर्सनल गेन्स के बारे में. सो ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ें थी जो आर्य चाणक्य ने इम्प्लीमेंट की थी?
दी सिस्टम्स विच ही हैड डेवलप्ड, उसमें दे वर लाइक दिस कि you do your work, you don't even have to think about the country. You do your work properly, efficiently, with full heart. Rest all system will take care. Every bureaucrat, मैंने जैसे बताया कि there was a spy behind it. ये क्या कर रहा है, इसका wealth क्यों बढ़ रहा है, अच्छे से. Rotations, job rotations, 100% होते थे. सब जगह job rotations होते थे. प्रॉपर रिपोर्टिंग फॉर्मेट था जो डेली ये स्पाई नेट, और उसका स्पाई नेटवर्क मतलब कोई शॉपकीपर रहेगा, कोई पिलग्रिम पे जाने वाला आदमी रहेगा, ऐसे ऐसे स्पाई नेटवर्क उसने व्हाट टाइप ऑफ स्पाइज आर देयर वो भी डिफाइन किया है।
राइट।
सबका रिपोर्टिंग एवरीडे किंग को होता था। लकीली चंद्रगुप्त को ज़्यादा वॉर्स फाइट नहीं करने पड़े बिकॉज ही वॉज सो बिग। और चाणक्य ने वाइल बिल्डिंग द मगध एम्पायर रीबिल्डिंग आई वुड से उसने जो आजू बाजू के जनपदास थे उनको भी इम्पोर्टेंस दिया था, उनको उनका खुद का एग्जिस्टेंस दिया था। तो दे वर नेवर अगेंस्ट, they were happy ruling their own country.
Correct.
And they had the full backing of Magadha.
हाँ.
And Magadha used to collect some revenue from them. ये टाइप के सिस्टम्स थे। एवरीबडी वॉज वॉच। तभी वेब कैमरा सीसीटीवी कैमरा वगैरह कुछ नहीं था, बट परफॉर्मेंस स्पीक्स बिकॉज एवरीथिंग ईच एंड एवरीथिंग वॉज रिकॉर्डेड। इट वॉज इम्पॉसिबल टू ब्रेक दोज सिस्टम्स, द काइंड ऑफ सिस्टम, and yet depending upon the situation the systems also used to change. He was adaptable. Situation change हुआ, condition change हुआ, this system needs to be changed, that used to be changed. Like हमारे corporate life में आजकल SOP रहेगा, policy रहेगा, तो every 2 years we change according to the requirements. Some RBI guidelines आ गया, तो accordingly you will have to change the policy.
Yes.
So that flexibility was there. But otherwise they were so strong that nobody could break the system.
That's interesting.
King का daily life कैसे रहेगा? At what time king will wake up? बाद में वो exercise कितना टाइम करेगा? बाद में personal hygiene के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? मंदिर में कितना टाइम देगा? किसको कितने बजे मिलेगा? The ministers को कभी मिलेगा? नॉर्मल जो सिटीजन है उसका कोई कंप्लेंट है तो उसको कभी मिलेगा, स्पाइस को कभी मिलेगा। एवरीथिंग वाज डिफाइंड इन दैट, एवरीथिंग हैज बीन डिफाइंड। अर्थशास्त्र इज अ रूल बुक फॉर किंग्स और एम्परर्स और इन मॉडर्न डे फॉर प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स और प्रेसिडेंट्स और एमडीज एंड सीईओज ऑफ कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड। रूल बुक।
वाओ। एंड लेट्स से एक दो चीज़ें और दिमाग में आ रही है पूछने के लिए, एंड आई एम रियली एक्साइटेड अबाउट इट। तो आई एम श्योर क्वेश्चंस बस आ रहे हैं, आई डोंट हैव टू प्रिपेयर इट एज वेल। सो एक पहले मैं इसका एक बैकग्राउंड पूछूंगा आपसे। जब हम भारतवर्ष की बात करते हैं, इट्स नॉट अबाउट करंट भारत, कितने कंट्रीज भारतवर्ष में थे?
राइट फ्रॉम ईरान, अफगानिस्तान to this side, Malaysia, Indonesia, ये सब countries थे। श्रीलंका of course was part of India, भारत। इतने सारे, मतलब almost entire Asia.
That was भारतवर्ष.
That was भारतवर्ष.
And imagine that he was leading such a big kingdom, and then to maintaining a record of each and everything.
That is the system.
That is the system, right? Okay, so that was the reason I asked that question. Coming to the point कि ये सब में
what is system? System I would say is disciplined repetition of good practices. Agriculture पे टैक्स कितना होना चाहिए, जो बंजर जमीन है उस पर कितना होना चाहिए, जो उपजाऊ जमीन है उस पर कितना होना चाहिए, that was defined. तो वो सिस्टम है, सिस्टम के everything is written.
Right.
Every possibility has been considered.
Okay.
So उसके बाहर नहीं जा सकता था कोई। इतने बड़े, तभी there were no phones.
Exactly.
There were no
webcams.
Yeah. There were no satellites.
हाँ.
फिर भी ये सिस्टम कंट्रोल करता था। तो think कितना strong and powerful system।
But सर इसमें किधर ना किधर
this entire भारतवर्ष was not part of Magad. Of course, वो है मगध, but still Magad was a very big empire, very big.
Yes. But सर इसमें कैसा है कि इतना बड़ा किंगडम हैंडल करना, किसी ना किसी की तो नियत बिगड़ती ही होगी। I mean, and to catch that with the help of a spy, it's really commendable, I feel. And what do you think कि वो कैसे मैनेज होता होगा, लाइक नॉट अबाउट थिंकिंग, ऑफ कोर्स यू आर डीपली इनटू इट, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि ऐसी कौन सी सिस्टम्स थी कि जब कोई भी इंसान का मन डगमगाता था, he was caught?
The hierarchy in the government which Chanakya has defined that time is exactly like today.
Okay.
He has defined 2300 years ago. There would be a king, which is today's prime minister or president. Then there will be ministry, various ministers, a committee. Then there would be joint secretaries. Then there would be states. Then there would be जिला परिषद्स और डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेसेस, देन तालुका प्लेसेस, ये सब डिफाइंड है.
राइट.
रोटेशन था. रोटेशन के बेसिक बिहाइंड रोटेशन वाज दिस ओनली, नो, कि somebody else joins or takes over that position, he will immediately come to know. When he handover take over तो तभी भी था.
राइट.
he will come to know immediately.
करेक्ट.
अगेन स्पाई नेटवर्क था, किसका वेल्थ बढ़ रहा है. Records were checked at central level.
Auditing.
Okay. Auditing, regular auditing.
Okay.
Regular. If you are a corporate and your last 3 years sale is say 100 crores, 105 crores, 110 crores, all of a sudden if it dips to 50 crores or even 80 crores, so there were alarms.
Right.
Audit and accounts used to be a very big team. Alarms immediately. जैसे today also every bank, every corporate has to file some returns. Cyclical रहता है, seasonal रहता है, like umbrella manufacturer, उसका जून जुलाई अगस्त में सेल रहता है, फेब में नहीं रहता है. ये सब everything was considered that time also, कि which is a cyclical business, which is not a cyclical or a seasonable business. Everything was thought about. Everything has been defined. So that is why I said impossible to break that system.
That's pretty amazing. That's really very well said, sir. Okay, and personally, it is a great learning for me as well. Honestly, there are certain things in life, okay, which can only be achieved through strategies and intelligence and a simple patience. Okay, like Arya Chanakya waited 2 years just to find the right candidate for a king.
Correct.
Okay, so he didn't react it. So that was pretty amazing. One thing that I would like to ask you, if you have 1 year to train a young adult, okay, with Chanakya's principle, of course, what would you focus on first?
Well, 3 things.
Okay.
First one is of course discipline. Because without discipline everything is zero. We have seen so many examples. People with great talent but no discipline have wasted their life. Classic example, Vinod Kamble. Great talent, absolute no discipline. I would say almost 85% of people whom we consider as successful, they are more disciplined than talented. So discipline is the top thing which I can inculcate, I can develop in that person. Second would be clarity in thought. Thinking very, very clearly. Before reacting, before taking any decision, before anything, you need to have a clarity of thought. And that clarity of thought comes with a lot of things like using the available data. Today we have loads of data, every company. But I'm telling you, we don't use 20% of the data for decision making. Even top bosses take impulsive decisions. Data is not used at all. We have big data scientists, every company has, but data is not used.
Okay.
So clarity in thinking ka base is
data. Right.
If you have data, if you have information, that will help you in clarity of thinking. Pattern recognition.
हाँ.
Pattern recognition. See, pattern recognition is so important. Like in my book, I have given an example of Netflix
Right.
versus Blockbuster. Blockbuster was so big that time, so big, and Netflix was nothing. But Netflix studied the patterns. The world was changing. इंटरनेट ज़्यादा आ रहा था, उसका स्पीड बढ़ रहा था, पीपल वेयर नॉट हैप्पी विद दो सीडीज एंड ऑल. नेटफ्लिक्स स्टडीड द पैटर्न्स, एक्सपांड करने से पहले सिस्टम सेट किए एंड देन बूम.
Of course.
Pattern recognition is very important here. Again and again, I keep on coming back to pattern.
Of course.
Many people in stock markets maybe would relate to this. In technical analysis, what is very, very important is candlestick patterns. The name itself is candlestick patterns.
Yeah.
So there is data for last 20, 25 years of NSC, how it is moving. Something happened, how it moved.
Right.
Otherwise, how it is moving. Good crop, good rain, how it is moving. Political instability, how it is. These are all patterns. You study. Stock market is what?
It is
Anticipating something.
Anticipating
And
something,
what is the
yes.
base for that anticipation?
patterns.
Patterns.
Right.
So patterns recognition is very important. That pattern recognition data will help in clarity of thoughts.
That's
These
beautiful.
two, and then of course real world exposure. All this without real world exposure, zero.
Right.
We have seen people who have everything but no real world exposure. I don't want to name him, but a very important person even in today's Indian politics.
Of course.
No connection with people. Everything inherited. No connection with people. Do not understand what do people want.
Right.
And that happens because that person hasn't really been with the people. He has not mingled with people. He has not stayed with people. He has not stayed with some poor person living in some gaon.
Right.
So real world exposure
हाँ.
is extremely important. Discipline, clarity of thinking, and real world exposure. These are the three things which I would focus on.
That's really well said, sir. And ये सुनने के बाद मुझे लगता मतलब मुझे ऐसा लग रहा था कि सर आप मुझे भी अपना शिष्य बना ही लो. That would be really, really amazing. So discipline, clarity of thinking, along with pattern recognition, and the third one, which is very important, which is real world exposure. So that is something which I think it's everything that a person needs to be successful.
One just
Yeah.
remembered one classic example,
Yeah.
and that is why I admire Ratan Tata. He started his career on the shop floor.
Of course.
He was the son of the head
Yeah.
of Tata
Yes.
Group, but he started his career on shop floor in Tata Motors. He used to go to the factory in company bus. He never went by car. That is called real world exposure. Boot on the grounds, talking to people, seeing the situation, handling various critical things. That really makes a man tough. Character building.
That's really great, sir. And that adds one more into the bucket list as well. That is, you need to develop a character as well, and you need to build your character before being a leader at the first position. Very well said, sir. One thing that listeners should carry, one lesson of Arya Chanakya, जो listener के दिमाग में बस बैठ जाना चाहिए. Okay, they should think about that lesson. अगर वो आप listeners को बताना चाहोगे तो आप क्या बताओगे?
First is don't react. Okay? And you have to design, you have to make a strategy, you have to make a plan for your own life. If you are able to do that and stick to that plan, everything will fall in place.
That's really well said, sir. एक आखिरी सवाल पूछूंगा. I promise this will be my last question. अगर लोग आपसे जुड़ना चाहते हैं, okay, आपसे और सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं, I'm sure they have a lot of questions. तो अगर आपसे और सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं, आपके साथ कहाँ connect कर सकते हैं?
People can connect me on my LinkedIn account.
Wonderful.
I use LinkedIn every day regularly.
Okay.
So people can expect a reply within 24 hours. So people
Wonderful.
can connect with me on LinkedIn.
So guys, I'll mention the link in the description, but make sure to let him know that you have listened to him on the Aditya Mehta show. Only then you are going to get a reply, right, sir?
Yes.
Of course. So thank you so much, sir. You have given some great insights, and I'm sure audience have gotten some great insights today. So thank you so much for that. And audience, thank you so much for listening till the end of the episode. Also, one more thing, while ending, I would like to say that empires are not built only by strength. They are built by strategy, they are built by intelligence, and they are built by one guy who recognizes the future patterns. The same goes with your life as well. This is Aditya Mehta signing off from this episode. See you in the next one. Till then, peace out.